Donald Trump is upside down, underwater, in the red with the American people. A 38% approval rating, and no one has ever seen anything like the horror story Donald Trump actually and literally is. A spectacle, a corrupt, twisted, incompetent man with only a miserable, caustic plan to destroy the democracy of America. And for the remainder of this video, and as a U.S. citizen, I will vent against Donald Trump. Because no sane, capable, loyal man or woman would ever make an utter mockery of themselves and our country as this unqualified, unequipped character has done and continues to do. And with his unabated extreme slide into cognitive decline, blaring psychopathy, and acute malignant narcissism, no one, even if they tried to, could match Trump's historic fall and the dishonorable and infamous record he will leave behind. Especially his Epstein connections, his illegal wars, his threats to annihilate an entire civilization, his unleashed ICE violence on the American people, including the alleged murders of Americans that his administration has failed altogether to charge, his failed economies during his 2 terms, his prejudice targeting of underrepresented people, his blatant destruction of our U.S. federal agencies, and his destruction of our national security and our bond with our NATO allies. No one will come close to the disaster that is Donald Trump. It's also clear, in my opinion, that he is being medicated to avoid his slurring speech, his wandering verbal communications, his naps while in meetings, his heart and bruising issues, his incontinence, and his psychopathy and narcissism. And who knows what else. Nevertheless, it's clear that something is very, very wrong with Donald Trump. This is American News Trust. I'm Steele Black. If you like this content, please subscribe, comment, and hit the bell for updates. And so the problem is not just a disturbed, unqualified actor on a global stage where he clearly doesn't belong. He is also a man who imagines himself as the Pope, even as Jesus, the Lord and Savior. Now, how many people do you see, seriously, walking down the street claiming to be Jesus that ain't bat crazy? Every last one of them is off their rocker. Can you feel me? But what about his portrayal of himself as a bomber pilot wearing a king's crown, defecating on the American people as he flies over them, blatantly bombing the American people with the content of his bowels? And he's supposed to be our president. Certainly he would have annihilated Iran if his generals didn't tell him they would not follow his illegal orders. And I stand by that to this day. I believe Trump would have used strategic nuclear weapons or worse on Iran, but for the generals having to tell him they would not follow his illegal orders to do so. But it is in fact that very grip, the ties, the chains, this unworthy and incompetent character has on America, because we can all see Donald Trump is no more than an imposter, trying to play the role of a president, even a king, as disturbing and ridiculous as that is. And it has become quite clear that there is no way he can ever fill the shoes of the presidency of the United States of America. And we now know that everything about him is fake, right down to the glorious and magnificent Mexican border wall that doesn't stretch along the entire Mexican border. He can't do anything, at least not anything right, not anything at all. He's pushed America into a spiral like the water going down a flushing toilet, and he's the crap leading the way, filled with divisiveness, hate, and foolish rants and ideas, sucking America down to its ruin. Nothing substantially good, nothing at all. This country is too precious to allow Donald Trump to place it in the balance due to his disturbed, incalculable, dishonorable, and corrupt ways. It's time for America to work again, to heal. This is American News Trust. I'm Steele Black.